What's going on, everybody? I'm Elder Johnson.
I'm Elder Pretoitua.
And we are the Blaine Elders. We just wanted to make this quick little video to help you guys get to know us a little bit better. And yeah. So we're just gonna kind of talk about a little bit about ourselves, and then 10 things that we cannot live without. So, might as well, let's just get into it. All right. I'm Elder Johnson. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Spokane, Washington. That is on the east side of the state. Great Pacific Northwest. I have my mom and my dad, and then my 3 siblings, which are all sisters. Yes, it is a really good time. Yes, I love them most of the time, I would say. I have my older sister, and then I have my 2 younger sisters. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, and let's get into the things that I cannot live without. So the first thing that I cannot live without is music. That is why I have these AirPods with me. I love music with all my heart. I love listening to music. I love playing music. I played trumpet for 8 years. And I love everything to do with music. It always makes me happy, and really makes me feel the spirit a lot. It's definitely something that brings me the utmost joy in my life. The next thing that I cannot live without are my friends. They have been some of the greatest influences on the person that I am today. I love them with my whole heart. They are seriously some of my most favorite people on this planet. We do a lot of things together. We do a lot of sports, a lot of playing games, a lot to do with cars, because I love cars, but I'll get into that later. And my friends have just shaped me into the person that I am today. So I'm very thankful for them, and I cannot live without them. Now, the next thing that I cannot live without is something that I hold very close to my heart, and that is sports. I love spike ball. It's one of my favorite sports, and then my utmost favorite sport has to be good old football. These things have taught me a lot about life, a lot of going through hard times, and sports has always been something that I've been able to just forget about everything else and just dive into, and really have a good time with my friends, and with my boys. So this is something that I cannot live without. Now, this next thing might seem kind of silly, but I cannot live without food. Food makes me so happy. It's also part of my favorite hobby, which is cooking. So back home, I was a cook at a retirement home for about a year, and then a cook at an Italian restaurant as well. So I grew to love to cook. And it's honestly something that I find a lot of joy in, and I find a joy in cooking for other people. Alrighty, the next thing that I cannot live without, which may seem dumb to a lot of you, but that's okay. It is my shoes. I love shoes so much. These ones are kind of dirty because I've beaten them, but I love Vans. I love just shoes in general. I would spend copious amounts of money on shoes if I had copious amounts of money. It's missionary life, but I love shoes a lot. They bring me weirdly a lot of joy, and I've actually made quite a few friends just talking about shoes. So there you have it. Now, this one also seems kind of silly, but that's okay, because guess what? I can't live without gum. I can't not have mint on my breath. I really like gum a lot. But I also like these little breath strips. These things have been a particular favorite recently with me. I just love gum. I like having fresh breath. There's nothing worse than bad breath. Am I right or am I right? That's what I'm saying. Gum, easy. So, what is next, you think? Something that you're not expecting. This is something that I've picked up on the mission. It's definitely something that's slowly becoming probably my favorite thing to do to pass time, besides being on my phone. But we're not supposed to do that as missionaries. So, it is the kendama. Awesome. These are slowly becoming my favorite toys ever. This is the first one that I got on the mission. So it's a little beat, but it's definitely it's one of my favorite ones, and this is my current favorite one. And they've helped me a lot. They teach me to, that it takes time to get good at things, right? And so this is slowly becoming something that I really enjoy. It's definitely a lot of fun to pass time when there is a lot of downtime, especially kind of right now with COVID, because screw COVID, am I right or am I right? So, Kendamas. Now this next one is a car. I love cars. I could not live without cars. Driving cars, doing anything with cars is one of my utmost favorite things. So this is a Lego replica of a Nissan GTR R35, which is one of my favorite cars. I love cars a lot. They go fast, and I like driving. Cars. Couldn't live without them. Couldn't go anywhere without them. Am I right? Yeah. The next thing that I cannot live without is my family. I love my family so much. Having 3 sisters is kind of crazy, as I mentioned before. I'm sure I've mentioned that before, but I love them with all of my heart, and I love my parents. And the constant love and support that they show me really does mean everything to me. And I'm so excited that with the knowledge that comes from this beautiful gospel is that I'm able to be with them forever, for all eternity. And that is so exciting. And I'm sure you guys are excited about that as well with your own families. So yeah. Families. And the final thing that I cannot live without is probably my favorite book of all time. And that is the Book of Mormon. It is an amazing thing. It's the Book of Mormon. Come on. It's great. It's full of wonderful restored truths that we're able to have on this wonderful earth that have been created for us. I don't know where I would be without this book. Definitely grown a lot because of this book. This book means so much to me. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I have to be here in Minnesota, to be in the Blaine Ward, to be able to bring you guys and new people into the light of Christ, into the fold of the family of God. So, yes, Book of Mormon. Read it, love it. All right, that's a little bit about me. We will post a video tomorrow, so you guys can get to know ELdeRjOHnSoNn a little better. Yeah. See you guys on the next one.